today, our issue is the rights of transgender in Malaysia. So today, these are our beautiful and good-looking panelists. They can share information and opinions between us. Are invited, including me, Cute but Majid. I am Muhammad Fakrul Hakim bin Muhammad Daud. On my left is Nur Fazana binti Johari, and apart from her is Nur Shahira binti Ghazali. We are from PC4 of Advanced Grammar University, Malaysia, Kelantan. Talking about rights of transgender in Malaysia, there are quite numbers of issues raised nowadays. For example, there is a case when a transgender woman was beaten up by a group of assailants with sticks and plastic pipes in Seremban. She suffered broken ribs and head injuries. Since then, the LGBT community, especially transgender groups, spoken out, asking about their rights under the law and regulation practiced in Malaysia. Before I start to question our panelists, let me explain a little bit on our main religious views, narrated from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. The messenger of Allah cursed the man who dressed like a woman and woman who dressed like a man. Malaysian put Islam as the official religion and has the most Muslim population, which I think should have banned whatever opposed the law. Therefore, our government has been strictly said that they cannot accept it as a human right. In Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 state that He made the woman to be a completant and help to the man. Should be a reference to the Christian practitioner. They are also bound to the rules and should have done everything over the book. In the other hand, the Hindu views that the whole creation is clearly distinguished into male and female components, represented by Purusha and Shakti or Prakriti respectively. Thus, every Malaysian should be aware that our main religious view studies have rules against transgender issue. Okay, next we move to Miss Nur Shahira. Maybe she would like to express her points of view towards transgender regarding their rights in education.
Okay, thank you to moderator. My name is Nur Shahira. Okay, today I will talk about education of transgender in Malaysia. The enrollment of students into IPT is increasing every year, and the university accepting students without discrimination in terms of race, religion and gender. Okay, in this case, we can see a variety of student appearance or personality traits that may differ from each other in terms of behavior, dress and socialization. IPT continues to welcome new students, including transgender students, because in terms of academic achievement, they are smart and comparable to other students. In the early stages of entering the university, they had the appearance and manner of dressing normally. However, things changed as they began to get know and interact with students who had similar interests. When they are living in the same group of students, it is up if they have no shame in showing themselves like a woman or man in front of another group of students or attending college. Okay, for example, on December 21st, 2011, we were again shocked by the news of the marriage of a Malaysian couple, Arif Alfian in Ireland. Arif, a former Malaysia undergraduate medical student at Mara, was reported to have married his partner, an Englishman, at a church abroad. Okay, so from this, they will be expelled from the university. Therefore, job opportunities for their groups are a bit difficult as most of them do not have high qualification. Then, they will end up working as prostitutes and so on. It is happened because they have no choice but to survive and make money. Okay, in conclusion, from this, we can see the increase in number of transgender in Malaysia. This phenomenon in IPTA or IPTS is seen as a form of social symptom should be taken seriously by all. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for stating those points, Ms. Shahira. We can tell that these transgender people have not gotten their rights on education. However, to be a better Malaysia, perhaps we can cope together to give them opportunities and let them to show their capabilities to improve themselves. Since we have listened to an amazing speech from our first panelist, let's move to Ms. Farzana. As a student, how do you think about the rights of transgender on getting the job in Malaysia?
Thank you to our moderator. And my name is Farzana binti Johari. So in the scope of job opportunities, the National Transgender Discrimination Survey (NTDS) found that 15% of the respondents were living in severe poverty, which making less than $10,000 per year. In too many cases, this lack of legal protection translates into unemployment for transgender people. I believe the percentage of transgender who live in poverty in Malaysia might be more higher due to non-acceptance of LGBT among the majority of Malaysians, as it goes against the Islam teaching. These issues was continued for the past 10 years until today. As we all know, Nur Sajat, a cosmetic millionaire who hotly debated his gender identity, offers transgender people to get job from him in his IG posting. Minority transgender in Malaysia might have a job, but the others are unemployment. As anyone who has experienced poverty or unemployment would understand, which they being unable to afford basic living necessities then lead to homelessness in Malaysia increases. Not only that, these transgender people are going to engage in underground economies like drug sales or survival sex work, which can put people at increased risk for violence and arrest.
Thank you, Ms. Farzana, for stating those points. We do agree that getting a job is so hard nowadays. Moreover, it is becoming really hard when you are a part of transgender community. Therefore, equality of getting jobs must be provided for all Malaysians. We are at the end of this forum. From this point stated, I think everyone can change and everyone deserves to be given a chance. Therefore, I think transgender people also have their own rights to practice religion, despite the fact that the most of religion prohibited transgender culture. Since the case that happened in Terengganu on August, which a trans woman has been fined as she didn't perform Jumat's prayer, thus I think it could lead to more transgender people to push aside their religion's belief and could lead to convert their religion.
So can I strengthen my point? Meanwhile, in the perspective of providing education and jobs opportunity among those transgenders community, there is a strong relationship between those two factors, which without proper education, those transgender could not even get any jobs that have been provided in Malaysia.
In the other hand, I think we should start to gather our energy and help them to find their right path again. Everyone needs guidance, moreover, in their hardship. Therefore, before we being prejudiced towards these people, we need to guide and lend them our hand, as they could change as anyone else. However, it is still our community need to shake things out of mentality so that transgender people can sense a little positivities in their surrounding. Probably it can change them to a better person.